Hi again, guys. I'm glad to welcome you to the new season of Unicorn Battles. My name is Zelena Evtushenko and I'm head of Unicorn Battle Asia. Also, let me introduce my beautiful colleague Anna Fedorova. Anna is the CEO of Unicorn.Events. Anna, the stage is yours.
Hi, Lena. Glad to see everyone in 2022. Hello again, who we see in the last battle we had in gaming entertainment, but today is a little bit a different story because we'll be exploring another wonderful industry. Welcome to Unicorn.Events, the world's largest startup pitch contest. This winter season, we'll be doing industry-focused battles. And we are here today for the health tech battle, where the best startups we had selected out of lots and lots of applications will pitch live to our great official judges, to expert board, as well as business angels and audience worldwide. We are live and broadcasting to the whole globe. Please share the links with your communities so everyone can see you online. Our events are happening thanks to our sponsors. Please welcome our platinum sponsor, Network VC, our golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and our silver sponsor, Startup Inc. Every Thursday in January and February, we'll be scanning our planet to bring you extraordinary innovations in fintech, health tech, AI, impact, and gaming entertainment, the best startups in their industries. And the winner of today's online unicorn battle will pitch live at the Unicorn Cup. I think I missed the slide. Here it is, at the Unicorn Cup World Finals, which will be happening on March 3rd. Please mark the date in your calendar. It will be a great happening with the top VCs and prominent audience from all over the world. So please be there. You're all invited. Here, Unicorn.Events. We had been on air 13 years already. Have done enormous number of the events offline and online, and already are scanning 125 countries and 6 continents to find the best startups and introduce them to you. And our events are really successful. Look at the figures. Startups here meet famous investors and business angels. We do good job. Every startup pitching live has a great opportunity to interact directly with the audience, and our participants have already raised hundreds of millions of dollars. So we make people happy and love doing it. One of our unfair advantages, something is happening today. One of our unfair advantages is a great partners network that unites the whole world. Our partners do business with us. They do unicorn pitches as live pitch events for small and big startup communities to give them a better chance to meet investors worldwide. And for any reason, if you haven't been introduced to me or I haven't been introduced to you and you are leading a startup community, please contact me directly or contact our girls and we will talk about it. You can explore our great partners events and join this wonderful network that last year reached 1 million users. We're waiting for you. And who we are, I would like to introduce you to our network. Please meet the core company in our network called Network VC. We're a global ecosystem, and Network VC is our syndicate fund and main center of our venture activities. Startup Network is a marketplace for startups, businesses, investors, and service providers. Startup Inc. is an investor onboarding and management platform to get an access to exclusive deals with experienced VCs with only 1K entry. Our Unicorn.Events is the largest global pitch competition for startups that have a potential to become unicorns. VC House, a closed online community and network created exclusively for the VCs where they can exchange deals they participate in as lead investors. Silicon Valley Syndicate Fund is a special structure that allows business angels to invest into prominent startups with the famous investors through syndicate deals. And we are getting closer and closer to our event. And as we do it, let's look at the industry, why we are doing this event, this industry-focused event in health tech today. We all know that under name health tech, lots of verticals or industries are hiding. And nowadays, all of them are blooming. Digital health alone, look at the figures, is projected to double its market size in 3 years from now. And funding, according to CB Insights, is growing at a pace at 79% year to year. And the total number of unicorns in this only industry is 85. And last year, we had seen 49 of them appear. So they're like appearing like a Dutch bakery baking cinnamon rolls. And right now at our events, I hope we will have some amazing discoveries. Please meet Lena and Kate, those wonderful girls who brought it up all this event together. And we are looking forward to meeting new unicorns today. Lena and Kate, what do you have for us today?
Hi, Anna.
Hi guys, hi, thank you ladies. It's my pleasure to express our gratitude to all partners of today's event. You can see all of them at the current slide and also at the event landing page. I really advise you to follow their logos and check their websites to find even more options for profitable funding and fast fundraising. Together we can do much more for you and for the whole startup ecosystem worldwide.
Thank you, Kate. And as usual, we have a special category of judges. It's official judges, and now it's time to represent them. So Anna, could you help us?
Yes, sure. It's my pleasure to present official judges because they will play an important role in selecting who the winner is together with the expert board who consists of VCs and our business angels. So let's start meeting one by one our official judges. And it's my pleasure to introduce you to our seventh founder, Alexander Soroka, who is CEO at Network VC, our main sponsor. Alexander, how are you today?
Hello, Anna. Hello, everybody. I'm glad to see so many people today. And so I hope we'll look at really interesting startups. And our Network VC Syndicate Fund usually invests up to $1 million US per one deal. And we are industry agnostic, we are geographically agnostic, but we like to invest on late seed round A stages. Today we are doing approximately 2-3 deals per month. Last year we had approximately 24, something like that. And so that's probably all. And
thank you, Alexander. Welcome. Wish you to catch unicorns today. I know you like biotech, and we'll have some today for you. And please welcome our official judge from Japan, John Kohiro Morivaka. He is a great friend of ours from Japan and director of startup Grind Fukuoka, founder and CEO of Silicon Valley Ventures. Hello, John.
Hello, Anna, Kate, Lena, Alex, and everybody. Hope all your families, friends staying safe, healthy, and happy. My name is Crazy John, aka John Kohiro Morivaka. I'm actually having a business trip after the Tokyo, now in Nagoya. It's also health tech, and also it's our ecosystem is booming in Nagoya, where the Toyota company is here. And so I'm a co-founder and a director of startup Grind Fukuoka, and also executive vice president Moriwaka Medical. It's our family legacy selling medical devices in Japan. And I personally belong to Life Science Angels. We focus on investing life science, biomedical, digital health, medtech in Silicon Valley. So best luck to all of you today. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Welcome. And please meet official judge representing great country of India, Vikrant Varshney. He's co-founder and managing partner of Succeed Innovation Fund. Welcome, Vikrant.
Thank you, Anna, and the Unicorn Battle team. It's always a pleasure to be here. Guys, I represent Succeed Innovation Fund as Anna was highlighting. We are an early stage category focusing largely on deep tech areas. We have sectoral preference. Health tech is one of them. Last year, we did 34 deals overall. We pick up many deals in the early stage, working closely with incubators, and we help them to the journey going up to Series A. Largely, our focus, as the name suggests, is India's innovation. So we look forward to companies which are either working in India or solving India's problem, but overall trying to find something which has a very global appeal. So happy to see if we can find something or support globally.
Wish you good luck on that, Vikrant. And please meet official judge representing Hong Kong, Scarlett Chen. She's managing director at Prudential Corporation Asia and health tech investor. Hello, Scarlett again.
Hello, Anna. It's my pleasure to be here today. So everybody, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Scarlett Chen, managing director at Prudential Corporation Asia. To those of you who don't know Prudential, we are a large life and health insurance company. We're international. In most of the countries that we're in, we are one of the top life and health insurers in the country. We also have asset management business. In addition to the traditional business, we also operate an app called Pulse, and Pulse is currently live in 18 different countries. It's a health tech focused app. We have 30 million downloads. Now, as for my responsibilities at Prudential, I have two. First is to head up strategic investments, and the strategic investments tend to be focused on health tech. I myself focus exclusively on health tech. And then outside of my investor role, I'm also an entrepreneur, so setting up a new health tech business for Prudential. And now outside of Prudential, I also serve as advisor to a number of VC funds around the globe. Thank you, Anna.
Welcome, Scarlett. And please meet official judge from Singapore, Ao Man Hao. He's co-founder and managing partner at Future Health Asia. Hello, Aga. Do you hear me? Please unmute yourself. Can you help?
Hi, yep. Anna. Sorry about that. Thought you guys had. It's good to see everyone this year. I'm very excited to be here and listening to the top 10 health tech pitches. So Future Health is an angel investment group based in Singapore. It's a curated group of members that we help source and find very, very early stage health tech companies in and around Asia, predominantly Singapore and surrounding areas. We did about half a dozen deals last year. Our minimum ticket is about 100,000 US, but the average has been quite substantially more than that. We also syndicate with other investments that we've done with larger groups, which has been quite successful for us. Me personally, I am a health tech founder and have exited my business. So I bring a lot of experience in terms of actually being a founder, running a tech startup and exiting on the ASX. So I'd like to wish everyone good luck. Have fun and looking forward to your presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Eha. And please welcome official judge representing wonderful warm country, United Arab Emirates, Ruchi Dana. She's partner at Dana Group, which is family office based there. Hello, Ruchi.
Hi, Anna. Thank you so much for organizing this event. I'm really excited to see all the 10 pitches. Some very promising startups. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Ruchi Dana. I'm a medical doctor and a Stanford MBA. I was born and raised in the Middle East. I was born in Libya in north of Africa and then moved to Dubai in the early 90s. And our family office is based here in Dubai. We mainly invest into early stage startups and also do some pre-IPO deals. In steps of like the ticket size is usually $250K to $1 million. And in pre-IPO deals, the ticket size is a little bit larger as well. We're mainly healthcare investors. We're a family full of doctors. We also have a hospital and a nursing college back in India. So in terms of the due diligence and all, the doctors actually help us quite a lot. So I'm really excited about the pitches today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruchi, for being with us. Looks like you are very set up to ask those questions, difficult questions to the starters. And please meet official judge from Israel, Tal Katran. He's a leading Microsoft for startups and business partners there. Hello, Tal. Welcome to our battle today.
Hey, shalom. Great being here again. Actually, I think it's my second of maybe my third battle. I'm not sure. I'm here from the great nation of Israel. Well, a renowned adversary of everything, but here to really listen and find opportunities. I think more important to you is my me being a co-founder of a femtech hub in Israel called Femtech Hub for women digital health. But of course, health in general is very interesting. I think that I'm seeing the panel of judges here and investors. Oh my God, it's definitely going to be a battle, because in the end we go for substance, not for what you might do or capable in maybe doing. It's like more what you are doing now and capable to show. I'm sure we're going to enjoy this battle as well as I've seen in the past. I'm very honored to be here as part of the judges panel. I wish everyone good luck.
Thank you, Tal. Welcome. And please meet a great friend of ours, a woman who helped us really a lot in doing this health tech battle. Our great friend represented United States of America today, Dr. Ella Lee. She's partner as ZGC US Fund and CEO at ZGC Capital Corporation. Hello, Ella. So glad to see you. Thank you for waking up so early in California.
Yes, so great to see you again, Anna, and also, hey, Alexander. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Ella Lee, and I'm CEO of ZGC Capital and also partner of our US fund. Our partner company is located in Beijing that manages Z Park, the largest tech hub in China. It has helped the growth of 84 unicorn companies in China and also has participated in 150 funds with 150 funds. I want to confirm that, with a total valuation of over 21 billion US dollars. In US side, investment is our core business. We have a pretty comprehensive fund system, including fund of fund, and also several VC funds that target at portfolios from seed to B round stage. And starting from last year, we were shifting into the healthcare innovation space. And MyLabs is our first healthcare focused accelerator program. Myself is a scientist turned venture capitalist, and I'm a endocrinologist and also molecular biologist by training, and I have special interest in therapeutic investment opportunities. It's really a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here, Ella. Welcome. And
okay, thank you, Anna. Thank you guys for great introductions. And now meet our expert board, judges whose votes will define who will be a winner in today's battle. They all are well-known venture professionals that play an important role in startup ecosystems. So, dear members of expert board, please raise your hand if you want to ask startup a question during Q&A session, and you will be able to introduce yourselves, and you are given a floor at the first time. We are very glad that you are with us today, and let's move to our voting system, which is different this new season. Kate? could you explain us our voting system today? Hello? Okay, do you hear us?
Oh, I'm sorry, something get wrong with my internet connection. Yeah, I just said that now in this season, all participants are able to play a great role in the
Hi, Kate. Are you with us?
I guess Kate is having some troubles. I'll explain voting system. Guys, you can we have a little bit different voting system. Right now, the destiny of the startups will be defined by our guests, by business angels, by expert board, and by official judges. Each category will be voting separately and announced separately. Please go to the event page. Make sure you see numbers beneath startups. Make sure you're logged in the upper right corner under your profile and put marks to the startups. Before votes are closed, you can change the marks. And also you can alter the marks as we go. And the closing of the votes will be announced. And after that, we will announce a winner, which will be combined of the votes of all the categories. And so I guess we are ready to start the pitch session. Right, Lena? You can.
Yeah.
Startups.
Okay, and it's time for first pitch. So please share your screen and let's start.
And startups have 3 minutes to for the pitch session, and there will be
3 minutes for the Q&A.
Q&A session. Absolutely, you know everything. Okay, let's start.
Okay, hi everyone. I am David Hoja, founder and CEO of Parrots Inc. Our mission is empowering people with physical and communication challenges to connect with the world. We do believe there are millions of people like Stephen Hawking out there just missing accessible technology to be the next scientist or whatever they want to be. And we are here to help them to be able to achieve their dreams. Many people, they cannot communicate with their own voices and they need expensive healthcare to manage their daily life. That's why we built Poly, which is a platform harnessing the power of AI and machine learning, giving them a smart voice and telecare. So nowadays they can communicate in real time just by using their eyes. So here's one use case. So generating sentences, predicting the sentences before it doing anything, because we analyze the surrounding with computer visions, speech analysis, and facial recognitions, and connected with behavioral science, so we predict the sentence before it happened. And also we have a smart monitoring, so if they have emergency or they need a special attention, especially people use ventilator or CPAP, so a healthcare team, nurse can check on them anytime. A lot of people loved our system because it's saving time and money for the patients and the caregivers. We are working with businesses, mainly hospitals and nursing homes, and our devices will be covered by insurance. We already have over 300 active users, and we already have partnership with many organizations like Verizon, Novartis, and a lot of organizations. We are a really passionate team from different backgrounds and skills. Myself with mechanical engineering, healthcare management, I worked for many companies, medical devices, robotics, our CEO from business marketing, our CTO from MIT with electrical engineering with over 25 years experience, our scientist also from MIT with background AI and machine learning. And we have great advisors from different backgrounds, from medical, healthcare, and community. We have been winning many award competitions like South by Southwest, TechCrunch, South by South, Novartis, Challenge, and many others. And I hope you can join us in our mission. Thank you so much.
Thank you for great pitch. And now it's time for Q&A. And so the judges, If you have a question, please raise your hand. Yes, please, Gaurav. First question from you.
Hi, Dave. This is Gaurav. Dave, the SGD market is already saturated, right? Link Graphica, Abilio, Setilio, and other companies are already into the foray and generating revenues. How is your product as an AAC or SGD different, or what competitive advantage does it give?
The main competitive advantage for us is we have a higher accuracy, and also we are combining pretty much 4 devices in one compact solution. Compare all the solutions, you need like more training to get started, to have all the results. Our result, it's based on the surrounding, and there is a customized machine learning. It's adaptive, keep learning over time based on the patient needs. And that's one of the beauty using our system. In terms of entering the market, we're still not covered by insurance yet. We are giving special discounts until we reach 500 users with one-time payment and also a monthly fee. But hopefully we're expecting to have the insurance coverage within 1 to 2 years to be covered for our system.
Until the insurance is covered, what is the cost of this device?
So once the insurance is covered, the system will be cost about $6,000. But right now we're
insurance?
What?
Without
With
insurance?
With insurance. Without insurance right now, we're giving a special discount, which is $1,500, just one-time payment and $50 monthly fee. And that's a special discount until we get to the insurance.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, guys? Yes, please. Okay, so let's move on. Next one is Insured Nomads. Andrew, are you ready?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Excellent.
It is a pleasure to introduce you to Insured Nomads. We are health for globally distributed teams for the future of work and travel. So as you all know, the cross-border workforce, whether someone from Vietnam going to the Middle East, from Israel going to Costa Rica, from France moving to Canada, this has skyrocketed over the last few years. And now the spotlight is on it with the pandemic, to where companies can hire from anywhere and they're allowing their workers to work around the world. Our market is skyrocketing. Our TAM is 63 billion for both short-term and global health insurance. So what we've done is delivered this an advanced tech-enabled insurance that's paired with benefits that our competitors, AXA, Allianz, Bupa, Cigna Global, and others haven't done. It's a segment for health care that is quite dormant when it comes to technology. We've designed the policies and then partnered with capacity providers that take 100% of the risk. We then have integrated into the MasterCard network so that it's easy to pay for healthcare, so that against the whole system to where actually it's reimbursement based with the legacy carriers, we've made it easy. We've taken the pain out. And our distribution model is through B2B components. This is a glimpse at our founding team. I'm Andrew Jernigan, CEO and co-founder. I'm with growth and engineering. Alan Koski for distribution. He was at Cigna Global for 20 years. United Healthcare Global Solutions as an executive vice president. Juliana as chief medical officer. And Brett Estep as operations and product. We have products live that went live in December for our short term, and our global regional health insurance is live, moving from beta to full on in 2 weeks. We are distributed through the largest brokers in the world, from India to Europe, from South Africa to Central America, Latin America, and across the US and Canada. On our beta products, we've had about $1 million in sales. We anticipate hitting 10 million this year, and we've raised 2,000 in our pre-seed round. Last quarter, received $12 to $13 million in group proposals through primarily our B2B partnerships. the employer of record, payroll, global payroll providers, and other channel partners are part of our B2B distribution. We do have a small direct-to-consumer anticipation, and we're very committed to diversity. The world is our playground. We're not limited on geography on where we can insure due to the way we've built our plans. And so join us in building the way healthcare is delivered, serviced, and re-engineered for the future of work and travel. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Andrew. Yes, please. And we have a first question from Mrs. Scarlett. Yes, please. Ladies first.
Hi, thank you. So questions about how much the market size is and how much you estimate to underwrite in premiums and also profitability going forward.
Yes, our gross profit margin for the regional and global plans is roughly about 35%. On our short-term policies, we have upwards of 50% for unit economics, 50% gross profits. Our financial team is saying, great, you anticipate this amount of sales, but let's shave that back. That 10 million is, one account that's on the edge with us is almost half of that 10 million. So it could supersede that by enormous numbers this year alone.
Thank you.
Okay, Sri Patle, your next question. Yes, please, do you hear us?
Yes. Yeah, is this a global healthcare coverage or any limitations, and who's underwriting it?
For our regional and global, we are on A-rated paper out of France through Vive Group, VYV. For our short-term policies, this is through Hanover Specialty, both A-rated paper. And we'll be establishing new partnerships in different regions of the world as we design plans. And so we are operating currently on an MGA model and pairing the policy with our non-insured features and benefits, such as unlimited mental health in languages all over the world, unlimited telemedicine, airport lounge access, cybersecurity, and crisis response through our native apps that are live, and it's been very well received. Thank you. Excellent question.
Thank you. Vikrant?
I wanted to ask Andrew, what's going to be your future? Would you continue to focus on B2B2C, or would you be focusing on B2C, because they're both very different? I wanted to also understand, do you have a trend line to suggest which segment has grown more for you to have supported that thought process?
B2B2C is the strongest because we have integration partners for embedded deployment, whether that's in travel and hospitality or in payroll solutions and other channel partners such as that. There is a direct-to-consumer component because our dev team based in Hong Kong is powerful, and it doesn't. It's not really a strong effort to also have direct-to-consumer coming in through our website. We're not going to be spending to go for the consumer because that's much more costly compared to the quantity that can come in through the B2B2C, the creator space, the gig worker, but also the globally distributed company. Those with the traditional expats, but also with those who are giving people the freedom to work from anywhere. I appreciate the interest. The questions coming are fabulous. I know our time is rapidly passing.
Okay, thank you. And last question from Nicholas.
Thank you. Very nice pitch. I think the product is really interesting. Coming from Germany, I obviously know that healthcare insurance is something we don't really appreciate because it's so common. And that also comes to my question, also having worked in the US. So in terms of international expansion, which markets do you find most interesting in terms of low-hanging fruits, especially considering that in Europe, healthcare is something of commodity and not so strong. So I would like to understand what other markets, what markets you see. And the second part of the question is, what terms of verticals you find most lucrative or most interesting in terms of, I mean, you mentioned a few: healthcare, cyber protection, travel insurance, etc. All very different kinds of insurances with different kinds of risks, different kinds of upsides. Which ones do you want to focus on first?
Our focus is on health.
Okay.
There's a great need for change in the way the policies, the benefits are designed and delivered. It is antiquated, and our consumer is used to everything being in their phone. They're used to easy access, and currently that's not delivered. Yeah. As for the regions of the world, since change is needed in so many areas, and the freedom that's been unleashed in the workforce has delivered an unprecedented need to be met. We're still building the strategy, and I believe some of our investment partners will help us in those connections to establish the grounds in different areas. Since we do have strong paper in Europe, that is one of the easy areas. Of course, subrogation to national programs. The Americas with our partnerships with PPOs here. Asia will be one of our primary focus areas, though, for growth, along with Africa, as it is strongly mobile and people stay away. It's a booming continent. Thank you all.
Great pitch. Thank you for the questions, guys. So meet our next participants from Hong Kong. It's Mazecare. So if you are ready, please share your screen.
All right. Hello, everybody. So hi, I'm Ambrose, and I'm here to present Mazecare. Right. So, okay, just one moment, please. Right, here it is. So Mazecare is an insurtech and health tech company, and it's focused on the entire healthcare journey, from bookings to claims. We can serve any existing health provider, third-party administrator, or payer. It could be an insurer, an employer, or any government program. We have 3 arms of our service, and we offer basically a comprehensive digital healthcare platform, digitizing the entire healthcare journey from appointments to claim adjudication. We offer in-house development, working directly with our clients to optimize the services. And we have an advisory ring on the tech side mostly, empowering our clients to make better decisions and operate better solutions. So the pain points we address are as follows. The majority of healthcare insurers and providers operate with technology that is up to 20 years old, sometimes more, and they struggle to find the right solutions for their software development. As a result, the public and private sector struggle with providing efficient services to their patients and stakeholders, and often have to outsource a lot of the development. As a result, there's a growing disconnect between stakeholders and patients, and we seek to address this, and we have already begun to do so. So Mazecare is addressing this pain point with custom healthcare solutions that cover the full user healthcare journey with a team that possesses a background across the global technology, healthcare, and insurance industries. You can see here the set of products that Mazecare builds, customizes, and scales. On the health side, it could be clinic management systems, hospital management systems, patient/member portals. On the right side, on the insurance side, insurance systems, TPA systems, employer benefit systems. Of course, everything powered by APIs, and as maybe you can understand, strong connectivity between the health and the insurance side. Everything is cloud agnostic, deployable anywhere, and can connect to any data storage file system and data lake, and can integrate with any internal systems of the customer or any third parties. We adjust our quoting to what provides a win-win collaboration with our customers. For example, some customers would prefer lower customized software development fee, and in exchange accept higher ongoing licensing fee. Most SaaS services that can be used by other providers are not customizable at all, and they usually have a specific opinionated flow. So this renders them pretty much useless when it comes to the, let's say, a customized healthcare journey. And actually, most of the medical groups have a customized one. So here they cannot cater for their needs. Moreover, this SaaS software cannot integrate with current used existing internal software. And it cannot be hosted inside the infrastructure of the provider, which doesn't cater for patient data risk. So again, customized UI software powered by resilient backend APIs, deployable anywhere, which can integrate with any internal or third party. With our system, medical groups and health insurers can offer a truly complete digital service for them and for the patients. Now, a bit about myself. I'm Ambrose and I live in Hong Kong for the past 10 years. Prior to Mazecare, I was a CTO of CoverGo, which is a B2B insurtech startup. I believe Insured Nomads know us because we have been developing a lot of things for them. I'm still an advisor at CoverGo. I was also the head of engineering of 8 Securities, which has been bought by SoFi. And before this, I was the first engineer in Quantifeed, which does B2B for financial institutions, mostly in the wealth management space. Our team has a rich and diverse background across a variety of industries and disciplines. Together, we are able to provide the kind of comprehensive, valuable advisory and development necessary for such a diverse and complicated industry. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for great page for winning time. So let's start Q&A session. Gaurav, I see your first question from you. Not from Gaurav, sorry. Aga? Yes, please, your question.
Thank you. Thanks for that presentation. Really interesting. I'm interested in the integration piece with all the different modules. Are they integrated as separate modules as a whole module? So can I come to you and ask for just the booking systems opposed to a front-end patient system? How does the modular component work?
All right, yeah, so great question. What we tried to put on one slide is that everything that we have on microservices on the backend, like most of the startup I did before, I did basically the same thing here. So technically you can host only a certain amount of microservices and these define the abstractions of the modules. Therefore, you can ask only for example, authentication and booking system and queue management system. And you can host them inside your cloud. That means you would have only these 3 things and you would not have, for example, I don't know, contracts, insurance policies, medical records, anything else.
Okay, thank you. Ella, your question, please.
Yeah, so which area are you covering, geography-wise?
There's no limits here, but if we refer to our current customers, they are mostly in Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, Indonesia.
Yeah, so can you give a breakdown of your current financial regarding, for instance, revenue and also your existing partnership that like a revenue, generate revenue type of the trials with existing hospitals? This is the first question. Second question is, this is a very saturated market. So how do you differentiate yourself?
All right, yeah, I'll start maybe with the revenues very fast. So we started officially only in March last year. And we have been profitable almost since day 1. And technically right now, the revenue would be maybe around 300,000 USD until the last day of last year. And it keeps being increasing. And we are a team of 15 people, so we can sustain at least 15 people. Now concerning how do we differentiate ourselves? Well, it's mostly the speed to markets. And I think Insured Nomads can probably say that we like the tech expertise that we had in the past are pretty good. As I was a CTO of CoverGo, we are very, very fast at deploying any kind of software for any kind of provider or insurer. Speed to market is definitely the most important thing for us.
Okay, thanks a lot. So next, last quick question from Francis.
Hi, I was wondering if you can share your revenue for like the last 3 months, like 3 numbers, just trying to get an idea of a trend there.
Sure. Here, like in front of everybody, or maybe by email or something?
If you're not comfortable putting it out here, that's okay.
I guess it would be okay. So it's around the past 3 months, around 1 million HKD. So it would be in USD.
I'm looking for like 3 numbers though, like to try to get a trend, not an aggregate.
If it's only the past 3 months, it would be 180, 300, and 500, something like this.
Oh, okay.
But it's very variable. There has been also a lot of different bonuses based on the deployment of our projects. So it can really go, it can yo-yo very much.
Gotcha.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, guys. So Kate, I see that you come back. Welcome. And announce please our next startup.
Yeah, hi again. Sorry for disappearing at the intro part. I don't know, my internet connection gets unstable. I think it's because all my neighbors are mining or trading cryptocurrency and steal my internet. Sorry for that. The next one is Briocare from the USA. Sean?
Yes.
Full screen, please, and let's start.
Yes. Hi, hello everybody. My name is Sean Mitra, and I'm the founder and CEO of Briocare. Briocare is a caregiving and independent living platform that uses smart voice technology from Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Samsung Bixby. We're also the winners of Global Aging 2.0 Innovation Contest for 2021. The two key challenges around which we have pivoted the solution. First, can we help reduce the senior isolation and loneliness? Second, can we use voice technology for providing effective caregiving, whether they are care providers from senior care companies or even for family caregivers? If you look at what's happening in the digital space, we have gone through a history of digital disruption, and we believe that in the next 4 or 5 years, voice as an interface and as a digital interface will become very, very mainstream. And we can already see it in a lot of the new cars, new appliances. And we are positioning Briocare to be the first voice-first care and engagement platform, especially for people that are aging in place and as care moves more and more to people's homes. So our platform includes the virtual assistant, telecare, therapeutics, and it's sitting on AWS. So we use a lot of voice AI type technologies on the back end to continue to learn and improve the care and engagement and make it extremely, extremely personalized. There are two parts to the solution. One is a remote care mobile app, and then you have the Amazon Alexa or a Google or Samsung, any of these devices. It could be a smart speaker or the video devices like Echo Show. The Care app is used by the care providers from wherever they are remotely, and it can be jointly shared between the family and some of the care providers like home care companies or senior care companies. For the senior, there's no learning curve because it's all voice, it's very natural. And the best part is 80% of the voice interaction is proactive. So the system speaks to them. The seniors or the older adults that are aging in place, they do not need to ask it. Only when they want to engage, they just say, Alexa, start Briocare, and then we have a conversation. Given that it's a platform, there are a multitude of things that we can offer. Most of these things, we intend to partner with various companies and care providers so that we can leverage their understanding and their strengths, whether it's diabetes management or other type of care routines. We do provide right now 4 care routines, dementia, diabetes, hypertension, and general wellness to get started with. And then individuals can go ahead and modify and customize for their special needs. It's a personalized and proactive solution with a 3C focus. The first, proactive care. So like I said, it's all proactive because it's one of the most common questions we always get. Hey, how comfortable are the older adults in interacting with, smart speaker devices? So 80% of it is, proactive. So we're essentially voice enabling. The whole industry right now uses text messages, emails, etc. And we believe voice is a much, much better interface. There's also personalized companionship under 6 different categories that you can personalize, and family connection where families, grandkids, etc. can share messages and greetings with their own voice directly with the older adult.
Thank
this is
you,
just a platform view.
Time is over. Let's switch
So,
to Q&A.
This is the team, and right now we are in consumer trials and pilots at scale with home care, memory care, benefit management, and one national insurance company.
Super. Miss Scarlett has a question to you.
Yes. Thank you.
Hi, Sean.
Yes,
thank you for the pitch. That was very good. 2 questions for you. The first one is, I understand this as a software solution where your software integrates with existing speakers, right? So there needs to be a speaker at home already where you integrate with, and you can trigger your system by essentially calling out the name of your system. So that's the first question. And the second question is, how many elderlies are currently using your product, and how has the experience been? Tell me something that you have learned from their experiences.
Sure. Yeah, thank you for the question. So first, we wanted to make sure that the business model is scalable and also the distribution model is scalable. So that's why we decided to use market available speakers instead of using proprietary hardware. But what is very unique is, and we have filed for a patent also for this, where we are able to use these devices in a proactive manner. So that's in terms of the devices. And if you look at Amazon, they were just on speakers, then they went to video, now they're launching a home robot. So we literally ride on everything that these large companies innovate. In terms of how many people and with the process, so definitely the care providers, the insurance companies, they are more excited about the care side of it. For older adults, 80% is proactive, where the system speaks to them, and only 10 or 15% is where they have to engage. But their engagement, they just have to say, Alexa, start Briocare, and then it's very personalized. It uses their names, and we literally stitch every conversation on the cloud. So, of course, there has been a lot of learnings for us, in terms of making it more fun, interaction, not too serious, especially the conversation side of it. But I think on the care side, clearly a lot is, around medication compliance, lifestyle adherence, those type of things.
Thank you. Mr. Agam.
Thanks for that. I love this space. My last company did exactly the same. We listed that company. My question to you is, if you are using Alexa and that, how are you collecting the information to curate a feedback loop with the patient? So, or are they already curated in terms of the areas that you're measuring? Because I think that's where the problem is. How do you grow what you can offer the elderly people at home in terms of care?
Yeah, so we have a mobile app. So there are 2 points of data collection. One is from the mobile app, all the the care management and all of that, the disease condition and what they're choosing. So we get all that data, and then also all the voice conversation. It's a skill which is on our server. So when you say Alexa, start Briocare, and all the interaction there onwards is on our server. So we get all that data. And even if you want to go into vocal biomarkers, etc., all of that comes to us.
Okay, how are you collecting that though? How are you collecting though if that is a voice activated device?
No, so when you're using an Alexa skill, like a private skill like Briocare, okay, you say Alexa, start Briocare. After that, all the conversation and whatever happens, that's all on our server. So we have all that data.
No, I meant, but you said you take measurements. How would you take blood pressure through a voice? Can you take blood pressure measurements? Can you take,
No, we cannot. Yeah, we cannot take, blood pressure with voice. Yeah. What we can do is on the medical device integration is, if you have, let's say, glucometer readings or blood pressure that comes to the cloud, the intervention, instead of sending a text to the family or to the older adult, we can voice enable and proactively tell the older adult, hey, your glucometer readings are very high. You've got to do X, Y, Z, whatever it is.
Okay. Thank you. Let's continue discussion on chat because we are strictly limited in time. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
The next one is Neural Health, represented by Eduardo. Are you ready?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm sharing my screen now. Okay. Hello, my name is Eduardo Cornejo. I'm CEO from Neural Health, staying healthy without medications. 120,000 people die every year as a direct result of workplace stress. Pain also represents the main cause of visit to the emergency department, reaching up to 78%. The lack of preventive mechanisms for work stress in organizations and the inadequate use of drugs have a big incidence in the burnout and pain prevalence. Using neurofeedback and virtual reality, neural health understands your brainwaves and gives the opportunity to make you feel better, living different simulated realities that are adapted in real time for your relax and life improvement. We have two business units. The first one, virtual cognitive, is for enterprise in order to prevent and reduce and diagnose the burnout syndrome using neurofeedback and virtual reality, and provide HR dashboard and user gamified dashboard for consult their own evolution. We have another product here is Awake. Awake is a product in order to control the fatigue and concentration and the monitoring at work. Yeah. We have another business unit is healthcare. In healthcare, we have PainEscape. PainEscape is a platform using VR and neurofeedback. And this platform permits the pain and anxiety intelligent management for patients. The platform incorporates a medical dashboard in order to consult the evolution of patients. This is the market validation with some companies. The market size is 4.1 billion, and our share of market is 5% of available market. The competition, neural health, is over there with the preventive and behavioral and neurofeedback therapy. Present awards in the last 3 months, we won 2 challenges in Chile, 5G challenge and Startup Chile. We have 2 scientific publications with focus on burnout and chronic pain. This is a team. I'm the founder. I have 2 co-founders and 1 MD. The business model is here. Our plan is to have the revenue projected to 2024 of 2.5 billion. This is the user testimonial with some interviews from CNN, for example, our territory and clients. And we hope to reach 15,000 programs on neural health over 18 months. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you for great pitch. And first question from Dr. Ella.
So can you talk about your patent status? And also second question is, this is a B2C model, right? Or this is a B2B model?
Yeah, the patent today are presented. We can consult you can consult the patent in WIPO. And the business model we have today, we are operating with B2C because we have a hospital, clinics, and mental health centers, for example, attending people that suffer burnout, stress, and anxiety and pain. Yeah, and today we're working to start to B2C in order, because we have a product behind me. The product read in real time my brainwaves and know how is your relax level, how are your attention level, and the product communicate directly to the platform. Yes.
So what is your marketing channel?
Our marketing channel today is in the press. Today we are in the Expo 2020 in Dubai for maybe Ruchi could visit our site in the Chile pavilion, and press, TV, main this on the webpage.
Okay, thank you. Francis, your question, please.
I was wondering if this needs approval by, for example, the US FDA or the EU equivalent. Also wondering about your revenue for the last 3 months, month by month, if you're sharing that.
Okay. Regarding FDA, today is in some place not defined today. But I think, and I know some company that is working in order to have some kind of authorization in order to provide the therapy using VR. Yes, probably, and was at the end of the past year. Yes, it's very new. Yeah, and in the last 3 months, maybe 200, maybe 250. With some contracts for 5 years with some hospitals.
Okay, any other questions, guys? Okay, let's continue, Kate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next one is NeuroAudit from Israel. Am I right? Then?
Yes, absolutely, Kate. It's the winner of Unicorn Pitch Israel.
Oh, great. Maybe you are muted. Check because we don't
Yeah.
hear you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Dan from NeuroAudit based in Israel. I'm very glad to participate today in this event. NeuroAudit actually developed very innovative technology that's called psychoacoustic neurostimulation as a stimulate patch that drive in instant cognitive boost for Alzheimer's disease. When we speak about Alzheimer's, all the population are likely to develop Alzheimer's. By 2015 million people around the world will be with Alzheimer's. And this is one example just from the US. The numbers will be double in 20 years to 13 million. 1 of 3 with the whole population will be with Alzheimer's, and the cost for the nation are billions. We can find also amazing government programs around the world that focus on find any treatment to Alzheimer's disease. So this is kind of amazing for us to be part of that. So at the end, when we speak about our product, we speak about very deep technology, very innovative, based on blood conduction and ultrasound stimulate to the brain. Just imagine that any Alzheimer's patient will use a patch to get higher cognitive performance. So this is amazing for us. So at the end, what do we have? We have key market, a huge number of Alzheimer's population, key solution, very innovative based on blood conduction and ultrasound stimulation to the brain, key forecast, thousands of units in the market, and at the end, of course, key business model, B2B business model with large pharmas. Over the year, we had so many test cases, POCs, to know our technology. The last one actually were in Japan with wonderful results. More than 70% of cognitive performance was correlated with less left brain activity, and this is kind of deep science. And we also found supporting clinical experiments around the world. That's why we publish our paper based on our technology. And just from the last week, we get wonderful news as the most innovative neurotech company in the Middle East for 2022. We have so many activities around the world. Based in Japan, we gave few lectures. We speak with people from Japan based on our technology. We have some activities in the US, and that's why we find so many publications that speak about us as a promising technology under development those days. Actually, we are not under development. So at the end, we have a wonderful business model, B2B with large pharmas, very investment traction, huge large cycle of Alzheimer's population, and we are disrupting technology that focus now on the clinical side. Our team, I'm done many years work with medical device, Teresa Adon, focus on the R&D, Rachel Langford, head of the clinical research, and Esther, head of the clinical programs. Our advisory board, deep advisory board, actually, Dr. Lionel Kriaf, focus on PET-CT and diagnostic Alzheimer many years before Alzheimer pop-up. Alon Sinai focus work in Rambam Hospital with focus ultrasound technology, and Boaz Sadeh actually work with so many brain technologies like TMS, deep TMS, TDCS, etc. And I think for me,
Thank you, Dan.
That's all.
Time is over. Dr. Lee, Ella?
Yes. Two questions. First, who owned the technology or the patent? The second question, can you talk about the data validation regarding the efficacy of your results?
Yeah. So actually, we are on the provisional stage. We send the provisional stage, world provisional stage, and this is exciting for us. And secondly, about the clinical data, we are going to a Horizon 2020 program, part of the clinical trials, because all of our data focused on 2 stages. The first one, as you all know, we came from the defense side in Israel. Most of the companies come from the defense side. And secondly, our clinical trials based on our POCs.
But do you have any preliminary data showing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually for now, because this is kind of a deep science, but just to understand a little bit about our technology, when I say more than 70% of cognitive performance was correlated with less left brain activity, this is one POC that we had in Japan with one company, Aston company, that make the diagnostic with near infrared. We are working via blood conduction. So we measure the oxygen level on the brain with near infrared technology.
Have you tested the cognitive activity of patients?
Yes.
And
we found some wonderful results, as I said. When we speak about the last POC in Japan, it was, I think, in December 2019, we found amazing results. We measured the cognitive performance via Stroop effect. This is a cognitive task for to diagnostic cognitive performance in neuroscientific side. Kind of deep science for now. I'm not sure it's for this stage.
Yes. Scarlett, go ahead.
Yes, thanks. So I assume that this is a medical device. What kind of regulatory approval do you have, or are you trying to get with the clinical trials that you're trying to do in 2022? That's the first question. And the second question is, you've been around for a number of years. You've done some POCs. Do you have any revenue traction right now?
So for the last question, actually, we are not working. We are working bootstrapping, self-founding since 2016, and we focused on develop the product. Actually, I have one example. This is the product. As you can see, this is the patch with massive technology behind him. And the challenge was to take a deep technology, ultrasound stimulation. This is the first technology that take and shrink ultrasound technology to a small patch. So this is the innovation behind. So for now, we are not speaking on revenues. We are focused on the Horizon 2020 program. And can you share again the
first one is on the regulatory approvals.
Yeah. Part of our roadmap, we are focused on the FDA stage 2.
Class 2 medical device.
Yeah.
Okay. And your clinical trial is to try to get the class 2 medical device.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Dan, for a great
Thank you.
Next one is Gals Bio. Hela, you can start.
Hey, can you see my screen? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can start. We see your picture.
Okay. So, did you know that 20% of all menstruating women are once a month, they are limited to do simple stuff like jogging or socializing? Hello, my name is Hila Shaviv. I'm the founder, the inventor, and CEO of Gals Bio, where the last 5 years we have been developing Tulipon. Tulipon is what we like to call the new vaginal platform for women's health and quality of life. This is what you see right now on the screen is all what women have, 51% of the population, what they have to handle the monthly bleeding once a month. All of these remedies are not perfect. All of them have different problems, especially if you are high, heavy menstrual bleeder. On top of that, this natural biopsy once a month containing goldmine of data into women's health simply being discarded. So this is exactly what we are doing in Gals Bio. This project is divided into 2 phases. In the first phase, we already developed a new kind of device to handle menstrual bleeding better and for 12 hours with no leakage. In the second phase, what we are going to do is we're going to leverage this natural biopsy to monitor and screen women's health. So basically, Tulipon is what you get when you take all the best advantages of a tampon with the best advantages of a menstrual cup. It's easily inserted by the user and it gives protection for 12 hours. And we also added unique attributes like antibacterial coating, so we don't have toxic shock. It's biodegradable, and it has a lock-in mechanism where the liquid do not flow out. And in the future, as I mentioned, by interaction with a smartphone, we will provide health analysis. So Tulipon already existing. Here you can see it right now. For the last year and a half, for the last year and a half, it's been clinically tested right here in Israel. And here you can see that we are getting very good initial results. The market is obviously very big. Nowadays, we are starting to move on to the next phase, which is to work on the diagnostic and analysis of the menstrual fluid to monitor and screen for health. And that will work in 2 ways. Either used devices will be sent to a lab for analysis for cancer, endometriosis, and more, or at home use by using a smartphone app. And this is basically our vision. A woman can be able to choose different applications with different tampons, with different Tulipon tampons. We have, this is our team. It's a great team. It contains key opinion leaders, world key opinion leaders in marketing and in health and gynecology. And that's it.
Thank you. Almost on time. Dear judges, Scarlett, your question?
Thank you. I'm very happy to see innovations in this space. So I'm just really curious, how different is the menstrual blood from the normal blood, right, from blood test? I just wonder if you can really get the same thing. My second question is each cup a testing device? Meaning, so for example, in one cycle, I don't know, each woman will probably go through 10 plus of these devices, right? Is each one a device? Or do you have to put it somewhere else to actually test for what you're trying to get?
Okay. Can you remind me the first question? I wanted to start with that.
Oh, is period blood different?
Okay. Yeah, right. So it's totally different. To call period blood is a mistake. It's a fluid. It contains blood, but it also contains tissue and a lot of stuff that doesn't exist at all in the blood. And the biggest problem with menstrual fluid, and this is why I'm calling it menstrual fluid, that it was hardly ever investigated. We know that it contains tissue, RNA, a lot of things, and now only recently it's starting to be investigated, and people are starting to find biomarkers for cancers and endometriosis, and things are now starting finally to move toward this direction. And definitely, once you take something and you start researching it, it's obvious that you will find biomarkers, and this is what is happening today. As for the second question, so as I mentioned, this project has 2 phases. In the first phase, we are only replacement for tampon, basically, a new hygiene device for women with heavy menstrual bleeding, because we can collect, each Tulipon device can collect between 40 to 45 ml of liquid. Okay, this is like it's like the biggest menstrual cup that there is in the market, and we can give them 12 hours of quiet, so they don't have to change, as you said, 15 of this. They only need 8 or 7 because they only need 2 for each 24 hours. Another advantage that I didn't mention during my presentation, that Tulipon is the first time that will enable women to measure the amount of liquid that coming out from the body. And this is another biomarker which is very important to indicate heavy menstrual bleeders. Women, not a lot of women today know what is considered heavy menstrual bleeder, and being a heavy menstrual bleeder might indicate that you have iron deficiency. So we will actually be able to give women the ability to measure for the first time how much blood, how much liquid, they are losing.
Sorry, let me maybe just narrow my question. So is that, Steve, is that tampon the screening test?
So I'm coming back.
Okay,
now. I'm coming for the second phase where we're going to do analysis, basically screening. So she doesn't need to have all her tampons to be with a test. She can use only one device with the test. And it depends what sort of a test that she needs. One of the technologies that we are looking at is lateral flow technology. We all now know what is lateral flow from COVID tests. And before that, we used to have a pregnancy test. So the technology today permits to have 5 different tests on one lateral flow. So we will be able to give 5 different tests, but we are not limited to that because Tulipon is a platform, basically. It's a vaginal platform. So we can connect actually other biomarkers like sensors, like temperature and oximetry. And this is what I like to say. We are erecting a new branch in women's health where the vaginal cavity is leveraged to do many, many different things.
Thank you. Vikram, to your question, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, she's done 365 testings for samples. Is that significant enough for a clinical test, or she would still be expected to do more? And when do you think going to be commercially in the market?
Okay, so we expect, first of all, the clinical study that we've done, so we've done it internally because here in Israel, menstrual cup are not regulated, so we didn't have to do Helsinki. And also we had the corona, so it was impossible to bring healthy women into the hospital. So this is how we solved this situation, and so basically all the results that we are getting currently are internal. It's not like I can publish them and show. I can tell you that this is working. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend my time on this. But it's not.
Second question
it's not
is
something.
When would you bring this to commercial?
As for coming to the market, we are now finally, after a year and a half doing clinical studies, we are coming to a design freeze, so we can now move to the next phase, which is to transfer to injection molding, and we expect, provided that we'll have enough funding, which we are looking now, to get to the market within 1 year.
Thank you very much, Helen. Very interesting topic, but we need to move on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next one is Recharge Health from Norway.
All right. Hello, hello. Hi. Everyone, can you hear me? Let me give you 1 second to do slideshow. Here we go. Hey guys, so we are from Recharge Health. It's a Norwegian and also Thai-based company. We have a bright new solution to a huge global problem, and that is pain, injuries, inflammation, poor sleep, just bad health overall. And what's the best solution for this? It's not drugs, but it's light. And so what we are seeing is a new wellness space developing. People are finding new solutions to improve their health. They're taking matters into their own hands, increasingly buying online, and they're not trusting their doctors and big pharma to the same degree. So light therapy is a billion-dollar growth market, and red light therapy is now the fastest growing sector within this market. It's becoming a leap industry. And why is this? It's because more and more studies are showing huge health benefits from using specific wavelengths of red and near infrared light. Now, what this light does is trigger the mitochondria in your cells to generate faster. So it's basically turbocharging your body's own ability to heal and recover. And this technology was developed for decades by NASA. It's being used by top athletes to improve performance. Biohackers embrace it as their top health hack. So why haven't people heard about this already? It's because nobody has made it easy for people to use yet. And this is where we come in. So we have made FlexBeam, the world's first wearable and targeted red light therapy device. It's so easy to use and it's so effective. About a 10-minute session is often enough to relieve pain, repair cells, and drastically improve recovery for all users. So we launched FlexBeam late 2020 on Indiegogo with crowdfunding. We raised $1.8 million on that platform. And since then, we set up an exclusive brand funnel online. We're selling direct to consumers around the world, mostly US, but a huge global market. We sold and shipped almost 6,000 devices so far, with sales now growing month on month. And our customers love it. We're getting great reviews, and our return rate is less than 0.1%. So last weekend, we were actually featured on CBS show Innovation Nation as well, and we saw a huge upsurge in interest. So our company was founded only 3 years ago. Our new CEO, Steve Pulaski, is a high-level experienced executive building now a solid financial foundation for our future growth. We have a world-class team, and we're recruiting now top minds as we prepare for a Series A investment round later this year. And basically what we want to do is to capitalize on this first success to drive innovation. So our future device will feature connectivity with health tracking apps, digital user interface, biofeedback metrics, and valuable health data. And we believe we have to think like Aura or even like Apple, in that our business ultimately is not to make products, but it's to create the infrastructure and communication platform for a much needed and wanted service in the future. And that is basically the service of supporting people's healing and recovery on demand. That's where we see the market going. So we started this company with the vision that one day, technology like red light therapy and some related technologies like it will be as commonly found in people's homes as aspirin or smartphones. And that was our moonshot. And we've come quite far so far, and excited to hear what you guys think. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a great page. And let's start our Q&A session. So first question from Dr. Ella.
Yes, so it's well established effect of this red light therapy in angiogenesis, translated into this wound healing. So to my knowledge, there are already a couple of other commercial products using the same technology on the skin where the wound healing. So how do you differentiate yourself from other players here? And also, can you talk about your patent situation?
Yes, so I'm happy to do so. So there are some cosmetic devices that are coming out focused on face and like skin treatment that are very different. The only actually existing sort of indirect competition we have is with wall panels. They're the ones that are growing in market. There's a solution. Basically, these are panels that were made for plants back in the day that somebody's buying out of a factory in China and putting a brand on it and saying humans can use it. We have the first and the only device that's ever been designed for the human body. It's designed to curve around the knee or elbows or shoulders and be used anywhere in a targeted way. So right now we are the only device on the market that is anywhere, has anything like this kind of solution. So we have like red light therapy itself is not patentable, the wavelength technology, but we have design patents and protections around the design and the shape and the trademarking. And our new device will be patentable. We will be combining technologies in a way to secure a very solid IP.
Thank you. Michelle, your question, please.
I think you mean me, Michael?
Yeah, Michael,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's the French me. I sit with ice packs, at least 2 of them every night on various parts of my body. So this is of great interest. But you have not mentioned any data or research that sort of backs it up, and you have not really explained what kind of relief it provides and why. Could you do that?
Yeah, certainly. There are hundreds of peer-reviewed scientific studies you could find online. We have it on our website, just like an endless list of studies being done on photobiomodulation or these particular wavelengths of light. Then we are doing in-house our own clinical studies. One of our co-founders, Dr. Zulia Frost, is one of the world's leading experts on energy technology, like light and energy treatment. She's been doing in-house studies on pain and performance. I'm happy to share we have white papers, but they've not yet gone through the typical clinical trial study. So we have a lot of data. I would say, I mean, our whole marketing campaign is based on user testimonials. We have about 100 videos now of people like collecting, just sharing their stories of how it works for them. So that's why we're very confident that it works and provides relief for almost all musculoskeletal types of conditions and neuropathic forms of pain, among many other things.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Francis, your question, please.
I was wondering, you said you were waiting for FDA approval in the US, but you also said that you had sold a lot to US customers. So I'm just a little confused how that works. Also, if you can share revenue numbers for the last 3, just trying to get a trend. I'm looking for 3 numbers here so we can see like what your month-over-month growth looks like.
Yeah, certainly. So like we're selling as a wellness device right now and expecting the finalized FDA clearance within Q2. But it's marketed as a wellness device as of current, and also in Europe, where we're also pursuing a CE. So we had in November $140,000 revenue, December 165, and we're now hitting 200 for January and seeing month-on-month growth.
Thank you. Unfortunately, time is over. And next one is CancerFree Biotech from Taiwan.
Hi, can you see my screen?
Hi.
Yeah.
All right, so hi everyone. We are CancerFree Biotech, focused on personalized precision medicine. Imagine that patients no longer need to use their own body to try different drugs. Instead, they can use their own cancer cell to find the best treatment option. Every year, more than 10 million people die because of cancer. One of the most challenging types of cancer, pancreatic cancer, almost 500,000 people die because of it. The 5-year survival rate is less than 10%. Most of patients are not able to go through the surgery. Let me share with you how we can help one of our patients in the real world. Amy was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2018. After a standard line of treatment, Amy's doctor told Amy's family to get her affairs in order. It is doctor's call and prepare to die. Amy's family doesn't want to give up and find out clinical trial want to give a shot. So we collect Amy's blood sample. Then we grow the cancer cell for Amy and test different drugs. Only find out one of the target therapy was particularly better. Amy's doctor referred to research report, decided to change the treatment course. So not only Amy be able to move out of the ICU, but also can go home, have very good Chinese New Year. The reason we can make this miracle happen because we have this cancer cell specific cultural system. All we need is take a patient's blood sample, and through our patent and proprietary system, we can grow, expanding a lot of cancer cells from the patient and use them as an avatar, test different drug. And then we do a data analysis to find the best treatment options. For a business model, we start with B2B2C, provide a clinical service to a late-stage cancer patient. We already corrected many hospitals in Taiwan. We also have a B2B model. This is for the CRO and the pharma company, helping them on the drug discovery or tap into the clinical trial to select a patient into their trials. Every year, more than 10 million people die because of cancer. Can we do more than pancreatic cancer? The answer is yes. For the last 2 years, we helped more than 800 patients across Asia, around 134 different types of solid tumors. Today, we have more than 100 testable drugs in our panel, majority approved by FDA. Compared with other organoid cultural company out there, they still require a biopsy to collect tumor sample. We can do what they can do. More importantly, we are liquid biopsy based. It's much easier and convenient way to collect a tumor sample from the patient. compared with traditional precision medicine such as NGS, they provide a report suggestion on the target therapy. Since we have a live cancer cells from the patient, we can test not only target therapy, but also chemotherapy and hormone therapy as well. I come from technology background, work for Morgan Stanley in New York more than a decade. The reason I started this company because my father got a cancer in 2015. Most of my team members come from the biology and medical background. In next 10 years, personalized precision medicine is an inevitable trending. Join us as a partner, as an investor. Together, we can make this world cancer-free. My name is Paul, CEO of CancerFree Biotech. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you a lot, and it's time for Q&A. Yes, please, guys. Any questions? Yes, Alexander.
Can you tell us, sorry, can you tell once more about the technology? I just did not quite catch.
Okay. Sure. So inside every cancer patient's blood sample has a cancer cell. It's what we call circulating tumor cell. It is a known root cause for the cancer metastasis. Now our technology can just kind of filter out the non-cancer cell from the blood sample, and we have this culturing system. They have a specific coating can simulate the patient body's environment. So we put those cancer cells inside our culturing system, and so we can expanding a lot of cancer cells and create as a clone, and then we can use those clone as an avatar and testing different drugs. So essentially, patient doesn't need to be a lab rat anymore. We want to predict the treatment outcome before deliver the treatment into the patient's body.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ruchi, your question, please.
Thank you so much. I think it was a wonderful presentation. I would just like to ask, like, is your technology just limited to creating cancer cells outside of the body, or is there any high throughput screening component to it as well? Like in terms of like the drugs that would be used on those cancer cells, is there a way to like quickly screen those drugs as well?
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good question. So far, we actually focusing on the growing cancer cell, and then, but since we already have 800 patients data in our bank, so for example, there's a traditional chemotherapy called 5FU. We have more than 300 patients have tested. So we actually created kind of a database, not just patient be able to compare the drug effectiveness for their cancer cell, also can do a baseline comparison with others. So yes, we did have a star algorithm. For example, for a pancreatic cancer, we filed a patent. So what are two drugs? How do we combine them in the clinical response? We filed a patent as your ID, but so far this data is for pancreatic cancer for that particular case. But I think given the time, we can have a more algorithm calculating for different type of cancer. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Howell.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. So, I like the idea, but then I just want to know, like, if you tested positive in your in vitro test, and then you treat the patient, what is the success rate, right? Because your cancer in the patient is very different to the cancer in the lab, right?
So I believe that how we actually filter out the cancer cell is more heterogeneous, and we create a 3D organic culture. So we think there's we believe that there's a lot of similarity in vitro and actually inside the patient's body. Of course, there's not going to be 100% the same. That's not quite possible. Now, based on earlier clinical study data for the pancreatic cancer, our disease control rate is a 75, around about 75%. So it's not always 100%, but I think it's now we try to predict the accurate outcome. We try to rule out the impossible drug.
Correct.
So this is an additional data point, especially for chemotherapy.
Yes.
Yes. And I want to mention one more thing is.
Thank you. Aga, your question, please.
Thank you. Great pitch. Loved it. My question is really, where are you based at the moment, and what are the regulatory hurdles going cross-border for this? And is there a time lag to be able to do it in the other countries?
So we are currently based in Taiwan. We just formed a U.S. company entity about last year in October. I'm going to the U.S. start exploring the fundraising and the laboratory setup in March. on the supporting partnership with the Berkeley School of Public Health. Now, in terms of the regulatory, in Taiwan, we have a LTDS laboratory similar to US CLIA lab certification. We are focusing on right now on the late stage cancer patient because for those patients, they already exhausted pretty much all the standard treatment. In that case, there are much more options can help in. They need more tool to helping them to connect the dots, right treatment, right patient. Now, I think going forward, our vision is for everyone before they get any treatment, they should try it. Then no one want to be a lab rat. Now, I'm not sure in this case, it's not saying this is 100% accurate, but we want to rule out the impossible and then to try to provide additional data to helping the doctor and the patient make an informed, consent decision.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And last quick question from Scarlett.
Thank you. You've mentioned about catching circulating tumor cells. This first step is actually very, very difficult to do. So my question is, have you actually cracked it? And now, assuming that you can do this, how is your methodology different, or is it more effective than some of the current technologies, which is actually relying on NGS?
So I think these two questions are kind of similar and connect to each other. Most of the company, there are a lot of companies try to capture the circulating tumor cell. They usually under the assumption using the single biomarker. From that aspect, you only get a single property of a cancer cell. Therefore, it's the cancer cell you grow, if they can grow, most of them that fail, are not heterogeneous. Now, we come from a different way. We know the cancer cell usually is left longer than regular cell. So we didn't actually rule out any part, using the biomarker. We try to contain the more, remove the blood cell and using the remaining cell as a whole, and through our culturing system that we can culture it. But a regular cell will eventually die out. So the remaining cell which is much more heterogeneous. Now, compared to traditional NGS, the other NGS, usually they are focused on the target therapy report because they are still based on the big data. Our case is every patient is unique. I would say every cancer cell we grow is very different. So since it's live cancer cell, we can test not just target therapy, we can also testing with chemotherapy and hormone therapy as well. So much more convenient, comprehensive for the testing coverage. There is still a limitation. Since we don't have a full microenvironment, there are certain type of drug we're still not able to test, and we're still working on to overcome those challenges.
Thank you, Ken. Nice speech. And it's time for the last but not least startup for today, named Sexence from Israel. Roy, are you ready?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, please share screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So everyone can see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Roy Dror, and I'm the CEO and founder of Sexence. Sexence is a teleconsultation company that helps people get personalized answers and solutions regarding their sexual wellness. Sexual dysfunctions are highly prevalent today, affecting about 43% of women and 31% of men. This often has a direct impact on their self-esteem, relationship, mood, and daily routine. Every day, millions of people seek information about their sexual wellness, but have a hard time finding a tailored solution. Sexence has created the first AI virtual sexologist named Shell. Through a mobile app, users can easily start a chat with Shell. This conversation allows our smart system to anonymously analyze users' sexual behaviors, feelings, and interactions, and assist them to reconcile any issues they have about their sexual experiences. Thanks to Sexence, users can save time, money, and embarrassment. Moreover, they will have access to therapists, sexual health educators, pharmacist information, rehabilitations, and specialists such as gynecologists and urologists. The digital health and telehealth service market currently stands at $110 billion and is expected to triple in the next 6 years. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated this growth, and we see many new unicorns such as HIMSS, Teladoc, and K-Health. Sexence addresses this huge market with more than $400 million in potential revenue by 2027. For us, it's already happening. Since the launch of Sexence, thousands of people have reached out to us with questions regarding their sexuality. People report that we help them solve multiple issues that revolve around sexual wellness, pleasure, relationship, and body image. We keep tracking, generating more revenue, and everything we've done so far was without investing any money around marketing. So just imagine what we can achieve. While there are some great companies out there, Sexence doing things differently. Targeting late Gen Z and millennials, we provide our consumers with a real-time support and immediate solution, and are the only company that developed an AI virtual sexologist to provide a real-time support. Our aim is to provide our users with a one-stop solution for their sexual wellness. We have built an outstanding team, and we are growing on a daily basis. We are creating partnerships with experts in the field of human sexuality. Our vision is to revolutionize and create the biggest sexual wellness ecosystem. We are going to partner with healthcare providers, insurance companies, and hospitals, and by that, reach and help millions of people. We are raising our seed round and have several investors that are already looking to move forward with us. In the next few months, we will grow our users to 200K and get more than 1 million questions and create at least 2 POCs with healthcare providers. We are looking for partners and investors to join our vision. I'll be happy to share more about our journey and elaborate how we can become part of our mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. Vikrant, your question?
Sorry, it was more of a clarification. I just wanted to still understand his specific solution. I'm not sure I'm clear.
So we developed an AI virtual sexologist is a digital assistant when you can create a primary dialogue or basically a chat with a virtual sexologist. We're going to ask you're going to ask the virtual sexologist a question. We will probably respond you with other questions to identify what you need or how you need it, or maybe ask questions on how many hours you slept last night, are you taking pills or anything like that, in order to provide you with the best and personalized solution.
So is that done manually, or is there a AI bot who's handling that to a certain extent?
Exactly. We are training an AI bot combining NLP to provide and create and help millions of people at the same time. But
after a certain point, there would be a manual professional who will come and start to take complex cases?
Yeah, exactly. So if we are recognized that we can recommend a specific therapy or a doctor, we will recommend him or her, and then it will jump to a conversation, to a chat.
Okay. Tim, your question, please.
Yeah, quick question. Maybe I missed this. What's the business model? Have you guys tested with different pricing tiers?
Yeah. So our milestones is to add a subscription model and a teleconsultation service in the next few months. But our goal in the next year or so to create a B2B2C model. We are going to partner with healthcare providers, insurance companies, and even hospitals, and create a huge ecosystem inside those platforms. And then people will have access to therapists, sexual health educators, and specialists such as gynecologists and urologists. We are going to create a business model with those companies per action or based on SaaS model.
Thank you. Francis?
I was wondering how it would affect you if companies like Hims, Roman come into the area, and how likely you think that is. And I was also wondering about your revenues over the last 3 months, 3 numbers, if you're willing to share that. Thank you.
Love those companies that you just mentioned. Actually, we are following them for a while. We are on a psychological side. They are on a medical side. We are targeting late Gen Z and millennials, and they are targeting a later stage. So that's kind of the difference between us, but we love and they are doing an amazing job. But in the digital world right now, we believe that a solution regarding sexual wellness for those young generation need to be first psychology. Regarding revenue, so we are creating this amount of revenue. In the last 3 or 4 months, we generate sales more over 25K. And we are adding another business model in the next 2 or 3 months.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for great pitch.
So then I think we have finished our pitch session.
Are you sure, guys? No startups left for today? I was just very interested.
Yes.
I was getting more and more excited to the end of the startups. I wanted to see what happened, what comes next. And I love the selection. So thank you, startups, dear judges, and I mean everyone, guests, business angels, expert board, official judges, please finish voting. You have only 1 minute to go, then the votes will be closed. I'll talk to every category of judges. We will see how each category had voted, who they selected as a winner, and then we'll have an ultimate winner. Only one startup that will pitch in the World Finals on March 3rd, remember. So in 30 seconds, you will hear a special sound coming from my computer, I hope. Okay, I'll share a screen. You see the same screen. You see my event page, right? And okay, 10 more minutes to go. And as the music sound, the music will finish. That means the votes are closed. So please finish voting. You can change your marks and I will talk to you in a second. Okay, do you hear the music? Okay. Oh, it's too early for that. Stop. It's too early for that. That's for the winner. Okay, girls, the votes are closed. It's saying the voting in progress. Is it true? The votes are closed. Please note at me that the votes are closed. Okay. Okay. Let's see. First of all, we'll see how did the guests voted. All right. And the guests. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to show. You can follow either my screen or you can follow the event page in yourself. Everything is public. Okay, let's refresh it. Let's force it to show us. What did guests think about our startups today? And startups. Go to startups, please. Dear page, go to startups. Startups. Okay. Gals Bio, congratulations. You got the first place from our guests. This is not the final result yet, but this is the result. Thank you. You're wonderful. And you can see that NeuroAudit got 9 and Recharge Health 8, and it goes all the way to 1. Okay, let's see how Business Angels did. Okay, Business Angels. The same, Gals Bio got 10 from our Business Angels. That's very interesting. And the second, the third place are different. Okay. Now let's talk to the expert board. Before you show the results to the expert board, I want to talk to the expert board. Our dear judges, not the official judges, but the judges. I see Kelly on my screen. Kelly, hi.
Hi, Anna. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Pretty good. Very excited. Heard a lot of interesting startups today. From Canada perspective of you, who were your favorites and why today?
My favorite today is number 8, Recharge Health from Norway.
Uh-huh. And why? You believe in the light that will save all of us?
Yeah, it's just by chance we reviewed several other competitors of this company, but based on what they presented, I think they have a great chance to sell in both Asian market and North American market. And we have a well-established ecosystem to help them to grow faster.
Wonderful. Very interesting. Okay, I see another pretty woman on my screen, Helen. Hello. What do you think? Who were your favorite startups and why? Helen, shampoo?
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hi, wonderful. Yes, I hear you.
I'm very impressed by Bio. I think this is a very innovative space. I think it's also a space that a bit like my friend Scarlett said, we really need innovation in that space. I'm super happy to see it. I'm very excited.
Do you think men will agree with you?
Depends on the understanding of the potential as well of this space. So certainly.
Okay, we will see in a minute what's happening. Gary, hello, Gary.
Hello, how are you doing today? Good to
pretty good. Thank you very much. I know that you love AI. What do you think about those health startups, and who is your favorite?
Well, so a couple of things. So a lot of them were quite interesting today, but I also like Recharge Health. I'm intrigued by anything to do with light, and it was interesting for me. But I mean, it's literally across the board today. They just keep getting better and better and better. And you know, I just had a company come to us a few months ago, and it's ultra hot space, shall we say. We all care about our health, or should care about it. And it's a great opportunity to use artificial intelligence to help us make decisions. But also these innovative ways are just intriguing. I don't know what else to say. It's just intriguing. So I'm excited, and you know, I want to talk to all of them. They're interesting.
Okay, so you put all 5s to everyone. Did I get you right?
I didn't put all 5s, but you know, they're very good. I don't know what to say. It's tough when they're so good, but I liked Recharge Health a lot. So I just I like it. What can I say?
Okay. Dear judges, I understood that many of you had put your video on. If you want to talk to me, put your video on. And if you want to speak, you can raise your hand and I'll ask you. If 1, 2, 3. No comments from expert board. Okay, let's see, how did expert board voted? Who do they put up front? Aha, you see what we get now. Okay, startups, you can start calculating. What the sum comes up, who is good in math? That is very interesting. Okay, now official judges. You are all on my screen. Let's talk to you. Scarlett, you had been asking lots of questions. Does it mean that you really liked the selection of startups? If so, who you like the most? Please tell us.
Thank you. So first of all, I really want to congratulate all the startups today. They've done a super fantastic job. And it really takes years and years of building their products. And what I'm seeing today, I'm very pleasantly surprised by the quality of the startups, and also how well organized this event is. So great job to Anna and all of your team members. So as for my selection, I went for Gals Bio. I think it's a huge space. This space is the women's health space is exploding, and it deserves a lot more attention than all that there has been in the past. And I think that given that half the population on Earth are women, we have some issues that need to be solved. So I like the innovative product that Gauss Bio has created. I understand that it's still got some ways to go in terms of the clinical aspect, but I think it's definitely on the right track. So I voted for Gauss Bio.
Thank you very much. And let's move to another official judge, Dr. Ella Lee. Ella, you are very skilled in medicine, and you have been asking very specific questions. What do you think about our startups, and who was your favorite today?
Yes, first of all, I want to also, Anna, give also congratulations to you by having even every time higher quality of all the portfolios come into this computation. So this is really a big wow. So out of all the questions, my favorite one is a cancer-free. Not only because I had the fortune to work with them when they were the Berkeley SCADAG portfolio, as also, yes, they are very outstanding back then during the program, and they are very data driven, and they have very solid data coming from, no matter whether it's coming from accuracy, specificity, and also their clinical trial. And that is not very easy to achieve. And they have also published a lot of paper for that. Also, meanwhile, I also really understand, as also a molecular biologist turned venture capitalist, I also understand the huge market potential of the liquid biopsy. So China, actually, they do have several, you can call them competitor companies in the drug testing market, focusing on primary tissue, which, yes, if you really compare side by side of the primary tissue testing versus liquid biopsy primary tissue, because of the sample size and also mechanism, it may from some extent have better accuracy, but from convenience point is very different from the surgery perspective. So there are not many companies. Actually, there are very few. It's really difficult to find the companies are able to manage to extract enough cells and also be able to culture them and also show the data that works. So I see the huge potential of the cancer-free. So this is definitely my top favorite company from today, and also great for other companies as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Ella, Ruchi, women come first. So we'll ask our official judge, Ruchi Dana. Your company, you have a lot of doctors as your ancestors and yourself, a medical doctor. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about our companies today?
I think they were all very excellent companies. I love the pitches, very innovative solutions, very interesting solutions. And a lot of them were actually like going into the market. So not like very early stage companies, which are pre-revenue. Some of them were already making revenue. So that was exciting. I personally liked CancerFree Biotech the most because of the huge potential they have in terms of like the data that they have collected and the data they'll collect. And again, like this entire scope of the use of AI in drug discovery, in drug repurposing, and like overall like high throughput screenings, I think that's the real potential. So they are at the right space because they're collecting a lot of data, and then they have a very nice way forward as well. If they're working together with pharma companies and clinical research organizations, I think there's a good potential to even come up with a molecule with the help of like the use of AI for drug discovery and all, because they're already doing a huge part of it, and there are many plug and play solutions around it. So I'm sure they'd be able to find something good.
That's very interesting. Thank you, Ruchi, so much. Okay, Ega, what do you think about our companies today? Singapore is very keen on health tech, and how does it like look from your perspective?
Thanks, Hannah. I just want to thank all the startups. They are getting better and better. I agree with the rest of the panelists. For me, it was a big toss-up between Girls Bio and CancerFree for two separate reasons. I think I support Scarlett. I don't think there's enough in the women's health side of things, and we don't see enough of them. And I'm quite excited about seeing something that can definitely be brought cross borders from that side. And CancerFree, I just love the way that, you know, you can try to detect for different drugs without doing it with the actual human. I just like how that can be used, you know, on a much wider scale. So I struggled between the two, but I love them both. I liked all the other ones as well, but for me, they were the top two.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much. And Tao, we had a girls from Israel, but of course you're not biased, right? You like the other company the most. Am I right?
First of all, of course I'm biased. I mean, but not really. Listen, this is not my first time. I met the two companies before. I want to say, like everyone else, the pitches were really good. It was really high level of pitching and selecting is not easy. But as I said, I mean, in the end, it's about delivery.
Yes.
And again, I think that first of all, the companies chosen here are demonstrating really impressive achievements. Knowing also the Israeli startups and knowing the challenges, but everyone goes through. I do appreciate it and I do agree. I think this list kind of summarizes exactly almost exactly my choosing. I don't think, again, the winner here, of course, is a big thing. It has a great implication, first of all, on the people themselves. It's very important and amazing and exciting to win here. But I think that what I want to say is I see the kind of a small community building up in the chat, and I see, like, I get endless invitations, and I see already the value here, which I'm telling everyone why you should join this competition. How important it is to show your face and thank you, the organizers, for all your efforts, because this is huge. This is enormous. And I think, again, I mean, what we choose right now is a small impact on these startups and where they're going. I think the community here can definitely support them more. I'm very happy with the ones who were chosen, and I wish again everyone good luck and
thank you. Thank you. So name your favorite.
My favorite will be Gail. I mean, knowing who is behind it and knowing in person, I'm definitely there.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we are flying all the way to Japan. John, you know a lot of healthcare companies. Please tell us who was your favorite today.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you for all organizers, and thanks for judges and our partners, and also all startup people. And you guys, you know, keep me busy and always invite me. And also tonight it's already 1 a.m. in Japan, but you know, still excite me. And my favorites, actually, I have lots of favorite startups people today. However, because of, you know, okay, I can name NeuroAudit and also CancerFree and Briocare. Those three are my most favorites because because these three startups especially try to solve. Everybody, of course, all startups try to solve the problems, but Japanese many problems like Alzheimer, of course, lots of cancers, and also we need like some smart voice technology to Japan as well. And I think NeuroAudit already has done a POC in Japan. So I'd like to talk to them more for collaboration in the future.
Okay, thank you, John, so much. And wonderful India that brings lots and lots of startups and lots of unicorns in health tech. Vikrant, what do you think about today's startups and who was your favorite?
I'll probably join everyone who was saying about the quality. You've changed the pattern in 2022 from geographical to sectoral, and I think you've taken a wise decision. The quality definitely has improved. Your curation is apple to apple comparison. You know, the judges which you are bringing are very, very sector focused, so the quality of conversation in the room is obviously very high end, and that's where I think it's become worth appreciating everyone's time. Every question which I saw judges asking today or experts asking today was so relevant. You know, suddenly your evaluation quality gets much better. Continuing the pattern, I liked you know, Girls Bio, and we have invested in this category in India. But I think what differentiated them from several others is that they were moving from hygiene to health. And the fact that they were able to monitor using the menstrual fluid, and she explained it very well. I think that's the differentiation which they're creating from several others in this category. And I think there is a lot of merit in doing in dynamic ongoing monitoring about the health, and a lot of things could be proactively tracked. So I think it's good to call this as an innovation. And I think if they are supported by right folks in the investment circle as well as on the advisory, I'm sure they will do good. I similarly like Briocare because they were using existing hardware to support elderly care. I thought Insured Nomad was also doing good job in the B2B category. I know the business travel has reduced these days, but I'm sure their category would continue to be a hot favorite. It's a B2B business, and I'm not sure how much they can grow with innovation, but I'm sure they are definitely growing with deep, you know, channel partner relationships. So these were my three favorites. I still like the Recharge Health because of the category on light. But I guess overall it was a difficult proposition to pick, you know, the best ones out of these, because almost everyone was bringing a good solution out of it. So that's my summary. I enjoyed the evening.
Thank you so much. And Alexander Soroka, please summarize for all of us, how does it look from your point of view? Because you're global, you explore the whole world with us. Alexander?
Thank you, Anna. Really, I want to say that I've heard great pitch today, and thank you guys who were pitching today. I know it's not too easy very often. And really, I liked today Insured Nomads and Recharge Health, but the best marks I put to CancerFree, Girls Bio, and NeuroAudit, because it seems to me they have the deepest technology, and I really like them, and I see the potential in these technologies. So this is it, and
yes, this is it, girls. Please publish the results, and we'll see how did official judges perform. Okay, official judges. They all agreed that Girls Bio got the biggest marks from them as a summary. Okay, and let's see the final results summarized. Who is the ultimate winner today? Da-da-da-dam. Forgive my music skills. Girls Bio, wonderful. Yo, girls forever. We are the winners. Congratulations. Where's my special music?
Congrats to Hila. Nice to see you.
Congratulations. You can speak up.
May I say something?
You should.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone. Really, it's been a great pleasure. But I want to stress out something to all the present people here. I've been working on Girls Bio since 2016. I cannot express enough how difficult it is to raise funding for this company. I've been trying for the last three years to raise funding, unfortunately with not much success. Today we are closing a crowdfunding campaign, which I have to say wasn't too successful. So I'm sure that winning this competition will mean a lot to this company and to our success, and it will be crucial to bring it to Ripon to the market. So I really appreciate everything from the bottom of my heart to all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations again. You hear, guys? They need money and they're wonderful with their innovative solutions. Congratulations to all startups. You're already the winners. You were selected out of enormous number of the applicants. So I wish you good luck on your journey. And the winner, get ready for the World Finals. And I see all of you at our next event. Kate, can you show us what we will have next?
Next event, Impact Tech.
Impact Tech, really, really great industry that influences all of us. Thank you very much, Kate and Lena. Thank you for a wonderful event. Thank you, judges. Thank you, startups. Love you all. See you more online. Good luck. Have a great rest of the week.
Bye-bye.
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 Thank
Take
you.
care,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.